Hi guys, welcome to Dide's Crafty Corner. Today we're going to finish up our flamed hearts that we started yesterday with distressed inks. This is how they look after they've dried, and we're going to go ahead and put them together. We're going to use both of them actually and do two different cards that are pretty much the same, only one difference. So are you ready? Let's get started. So yeah, they turned out kind of more orangey than red-y, but I'm still happy with them. I think it does give the illusion maybe of what I was shooting for. And now let me show you why I wanted them to look that way. So I'm going to be putting together a card with this white base, and the sentiment that I'm using is love is like friendship caught on fire. So that's why I wanted the hearts to have the flame look to them. So I've put this on a white card base. I've taken my scoreboard and I put just a couple of scores right here just to give it a little bit of something. And we're just going to layer them up. I've got everything ready to go because you know these videos are 20 minutes, even when I do it that way. And we're just going to get it put together so you can see how it turns out. All right. I've also cut some little strips. I'm thinking about adding these strips to that little part that I scored. Okay. But we'll see when I get there. And if you want to know a trick for that, let me show you. So I use paper that's left over from the paper that I'm using. If you ever need to be able to get thin strips and you've only got a tiny piece of paper left like this, tape it down with some repositionable tape, or with you know, tape that you can remove, right? Tape it down exactly to the edge of your paper, and then you can have this whole section to put through your trimmer, and then you can line it up and get tiny little slivers without having to try to hold that tiny little piece. Just tape it down to a piece of paper. Makes it super easy. Okay, let's get started. Wasting time, right? So we're going to be making two of these cards. One's going to have a white base, one's going to have a black base. Both are going to be using this My Favorite Things wild paper here. So we're going to start with the one with the black base. These can go over here. Okay, so there's our base. It's already cut to a normal A2 size card. I know it's hard to see on this black mat, but the black mat is non-reflective. That's why I use it. All right, so we're going to be doing that. We're going to be gluing down a panel that is cut just a little bit shorter with the art glitter glue. Okay. Let me put my glasses on. That will help a little bit, right guys? And we're just going to try to get it on there best we can. All right, there we go. Let's see, do I have a white piece of cardstock over here? Oh, well, it's not completely white. It's what we used yesterday, but see, got a black area around it, right? All right. Then we're going to be putting the black cardstock. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and attach this one. I put a piece of fun foam on this. We're going to be attaching this to the black. This is a black scalloped. Those are those Tonic Studios, the Tonic Studios scalloped dual. You know, it's got the straight and the scallops. It's those right there. And I've used this one and then this one to cut these out. So that's where this little scallop piece is coming from. Might be hard to see on that paper, but it's tiny little scallops. So let's go ahead and cut this out, and you can see here where the score lines are on the back. Let's go ahead and pop this on the black piece. And get it lined up. All right, that's okay with me. So let's smoosh it down. Okay, and then this piece is going to get glued onto our cardstock. to pick it up real quick so I can see that it's just kind of straight. And that's going to add a little more dimension. Now this card is a little bit crazy, right? But I really liked the idea of having something a little bit abstract in the back of this wild little heart we've got. All right, now here are my little strips. So in order for me to get these strips to work the way I want them to, I've got to get them lined up with what's already on the paper. Okay, so all I'm going to do is take my art glitter glue and carefully, because I don't have my precision tip on it, carefully put a little bit of glue just here and there. Okay, it's probably too much. And then I'm going to line it up with what is going on over here, and then just trim it off. Let me just make sure, because I'm looking at it from down. That looks good. All right, I'm going to take my silicone bone folder, and I'm just going to remove the little bit of glue that is smushing out. And then I'm going to go back and just make sure that I'm on my score line. Kind of even on both areas. Okay. Then I'm going to go ahead and smush it and then remove the extra glue. Then remember, the glue is going to dry completely clear. And I'm going to do the same thing on the top. So see how that is? And we're going to do the same thing on the top. I'm going to try to use less, and there's no way. There's just no way I can use less glue without that tip. That's why I love that tip. But what I can do, it's just kind of smear it out a little bit, because nothing will stick to this. That's why I love it. All right, and on the top here, I have it just a little bit thinner. I'm gonna have to turn it around, guys, because I really can't see what I'm doing. Okay, that looks good. Let's go ahead and smush that down. And then let's go ahead and remove our glue. All right, pretty. Okay, we're gonna let that. We're gonna go ahead and clip this. Now I'm gonna be clipping this right where the white is. Oh, you know what? I've got ink on my fingers. Oh no. Yep, I do. Good news. I can take the little sanding stone when this dries and take that right off. Let me wipe my hands off. I got some red ink on my fingers. That's not cool. Oh, because it's right there. Oh, I should have cleaned my disc. Oh, you know why? Because I just laid that piece of paper down, I bet. Because I was testing some Distress Oxide inks first. And that does not dry until you add water. Okay, yeah, okay. All right, so there's that. Looks pretty good, right? Now the heart, I've already put foam on the back as well, and we're just going to attach that. And that is going to complete this card completely. Perfect. I'm just going to hold it down for a second. Okay, there's card number 1. Let me zoom you in. Super cute, right? Perfect for a guy. And you maybe not can see, but there's just a tiny bit of pink right there. And that's not a problem because I can use my little sanding eraser and take that right off once that glue is completely dried. See how cute that is? Super adorbs. This is the technique that I was saying when I saw the inside of that heart I had to do. I'm going to try it again with some alcohol ink as well to see if I can get it to look more fiery, but super cute. All right, let's go ahead and do the second one. That's one. The second one, I'm just going to doll it up a little bit. It's going to be the same thing, only it's going to be on a white card base, but everything else is going to be identical until the end. So let's just do that real quick. So this one's getting a white card base, which you guys know is kind of my preference anyway. I do the black card bases sometimes, but normally it's white. All right, and then the black again has just been piece of fun foam, little scraps that I had. And we're going to put that down. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Those stripes, man, they play with my eyes for sure. All right, I'm all right with that. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and do the white one. The white, it says the exact same thing. Only we're just going to go one more step. If I were smart, I would have put the black pieces on first, the strips, but that's what I should have done. Alright, let's put this on here. And then I'm just going to pick it up real quick because I don't always see that great. We're going to bring it down just a smidgen. Okay. Make sure there's no ink on my hands. Yeah, that's what happened. I laid that piece of paper down there to show you the card, and it had ink on the back of it. I was trying to use the Distress inks, but the reds just weren't matching up for me. I think we have a different red in the new release, maybe? I'm not sure. I don't remember. Okay, so here's that second heart. That's going to go on there, but first, guys, we're going to add a little something to the front of it. Should we put our strips on? What do you think? What do you guys think about the strips, by the way? Do you think they're just a bit too much? What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. And this time I'm going to be smart and just put some glue on the back of this thing because that was a lot to clean up. Okay. I'm just going to run my finger across it and then wipe it off on the towel that I have on my lap, which sometimes is my lap, but today it is a towel. Just being real, guys. And we're going to line it up. I found with me, if I go all right, that's good. All right, we're going to let that dry. And we're going to do the other side. Same thing, I'm just going to kind of rub my fingers through the glue like that. So I don't have so much to clean up. And then we're going to come over here and we're going to look and see. where it lines up. Oh, this one's got the piece of paper on the back. I didn't pull off a little section of the paper right there. Okay. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. All right, let's try it again. Looks like about there. I might have to adjust it a little bit. And then that. All right, let me turn it around so I can see. Alright, let's go ahead and cut it off down here. Oh no, I glued it to the black paper. Silly girl. Okay, let's go over here. Go over here. I know, guys, I'm off camera, but I cannot see to do this, to be honest. And putting glue on the back, by the way, was not a good idea because I got glue in the area that I didn't need glue. Which made it not to be such a clean cut. So just keep that in mind. Okay. All right, so there's that. We're going to do the same. Oh, no, now we're going to attach the surprise element. So do you guys remember her? So I stuck the little arrow. I put glossy accents on the heart. I put this under her hand. I curled her hand up here to hold it. And we're going to be attaching her to this heart. So I thought that would be super stinking cute. We're going to go ahead and get some glue on her. I'm not going to put any glue on the arrow. Okay, and I want to make sure we don't have too much on here because I don't want any seepage. And I have a pretty good idea where I want her on this heart because I'm wanting the orange to show through on her legs and her legs to hang down past. So, but I'm wanting the arrow to go up at a slant. So let's just get her adjusted on the bottom. Once I get her adjusted on the bottom, okay, I think that's good. Then we can set her down. She's gonna go up there. And now she just, oh, I wanted it to go that way. That's what it was. Okay, perfect. See, I was doing it in the opposite direction. All right. Bingo. All right, let's smush her down. Super cute, right? All right, let's attach the heart. And that's card number 2. Okay, let's do it. So I know I want it to go kind of higher. Right about there is perfect. Let me hold her little feet down so I know they stick. All right, guys, there she is. What do you think? Isn't it cute? What do you think? All right, let's zoom you in. Ta-da! Super adorable. All right, that is it. Those are my 2 cards with those 2 hearts that we did yesterday. I think they turned out super, super cute. Let me know in the comments below what you think. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video.